We are spending 100 days in Tycoon 2, and if you haven't been around, we're in part 3. So if you haven't seen part 1 or 2, go watch them. There'll be a little link. Just go watch them. Now, I hope all of you people that are watching right now have watched part 1 and 2, so you know what's going on. Last episode, we made this entire space area, which I think turned out good. I don't think it turned out the best it could ever be, but you know what? I'm proud of it. But the ride basically goes through here. It's like a really cool area, and then it goes up here, and there's nothing up here, which sucks. So maybe I'll add something at the end of this episode in here. But if I don't have time, I guess that's all it can be. But now that we finished this land, basically, kind of, almost, we are going to be spinning the wheel to see what we're gonna be getting for our very last land. What the heck? This is gonna be where the other land will be. It's gonna extend hopefully till about back here, just like this one over here. But let's erase all of this so we can actually start working here, and we gotta spin the wheel to see what we're gonna get. Okay, this is the wrong wheel. Wait, let me open the other one. Wheel of Destruction. Okay, so this wheel has so many themes. I'm so scared. I hope I get a good one. Scary, holiday. Please be Willy Wonka. Please be Willy Wonka. And we just barely got Willy Wonka, guys. If I got holiday, I would have been so sad. I hope you're excited for this episode because I definitely am. Let's build Willy Wonka. First, I do need to spin the wheel one more time to see what kind of ride we're going to be putting, or what we're going to be putting in here. A dark ride would be preferable. A show would be kind of cool, but the other two that we've already gotten, that would kind of suck. So I hope it's none of the other two. And we're going to get water ride. Oh my gosh, guys, we got water ride. Another water ride? Dang it. I did not want to do a water ride again. Okay, I guess we could make like a chocolate water ride. You know how the water is like chocolate? We could make the water ride chocolate. The only problem is we can't change the water color because this watercolor would also change, and that would kind of suck. So we're going to try something. I hope whatever we try is going to look good. But let's make this Willy Wonka factory. First, of course, we need to get our reference images so we don't just start building random crap that I don't even like. Let's go on to Google and look at some pictures of the factory, and then I guess we'll just start making the water ride and the factory. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. All right, I really like this picture of the factory, so we're gonna keep this one. This is Mr. Beast's factory, I think, so we're probably not gonna do that one. Okay, this is a good picture for the Willy Wonka factory. Oh, these are so much better. This is, I think, the newer movie. Okay, we're gonna keep this image. I think this is also something we might be going for the inside. And then the water ride's gonna go through the chocolate river, and it's gonna go through the chocolate fountain too. And actually, this one might be really helpful too. This is the Minecraft version of it. Now, I guess we gotta see how we're gonna map this thing out. Oh, whoa, is the sun gonna go up? Guys, I can see the sun. Well, I can see the clouds. I can see the sun reflecting off the clouds. I see the sun now. Okay, so we are on day 70 now. The entrance will be like right here, and then there'll be some gates, and then this will be the chocolate factory from this side all the way to this side. It's gonna be a big factory, and I might even do some of the factory back here because the water ride is gonna be a pretty big water ride, and maybe there'll be just a little room that the water ride goes into over here. The 40,000 into the trash. Right here will just be the water ride, and people probably won't be able to walk in here, and I think it would be really cool to add something like this in that area of the water ride, so it'll basically be just a ton of like factory things, some like weird liquids and stuff, and there'll probably be some more of the western scenery right here too, so then it kind of fits in a little better. Ooh, and maybe it would be cool to go down one level for this factory so we can make it super tall and super big. I'll be back when I'm done making all of this terrain go down 2 levels. I don't know what the color of the ground looks like here, but I'm guessing it's probably just like gray. Oh, here it is. I don't even know what kind of ground that is. That might be snow, actually. I'm just gonna make it light concrete because that's what it looks like. It's gonna go straight, and there's gonna be the fence right here for the entrance. So the fence is gonna be like literally right as you get to there. But then the factory is gonna start about here, and it's gonna be all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this.
The next day.
All of this. All of this, all of this. So this is what the outside fence looks like. It's 2 poles with another big pole with another big pole, and then like a little arch right here. So let's make something like that. So let's go to primitives and get the poles, and then this fence will start like right as we get here basically. And then from this pole we're gonna make a smaller pole and then a smaller pole, just like that. And now let's put that on the other side, and then we're gonna grab this thick one and move it to the side right here, and then just make it very tall. And then there's an easy piece right here that just is an arch, so I'm glad I don't have to actually make an arch with primitives. It's just one singular primitive. This one right here, I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. We're gonna keep that. Now this is the sign that says Willy Wonka, so we're gonna have to add those words right there. And then we're basically just gonna make a wall that goes all the way out this way. And then we should probably add the gates, because these are supposed to be gates that open. So just like this, you see these gates right here, we're gonna make something like that. Okay, so I made these little fences here. They actually look super cool and like actually detailed. All we're gonna do now is add a WW, and then we're just gonna start making the actual factory. And we might as well just paint all of the terrain concrete right here. Then we don't actually have to like do everything concrete. We're just gonna paint the terrain concrete here, and the rest is gonna be the factory, so you're not even gonna see the terrain. And maybe there's just a little detail we can add here that's not gonna take long, so I think I'm just gonna add it. They're just little lines right here that go all the way to the top of this pole. We're just gonna grab some primitives and kind of try to make a WW. There's one line and then another line right here, like that. Okay, wait, that's actually pretty cool. Let's make that on the other side. Yep, let's just start making the factory right now. So we're gonna go forward, and then we're gonna get some stairs right here. And I don't know what the heck these buildings are here, but I might just make a fence there instead of those weird buildings on the sides. There's like a big chunky pole to the left of the entrance here, and we're gonna make it go another one up like that. Okay, so we are here. The sun did come up while I was building, so I added a day, but we did build this main area on the left and right side. There's just a big pole thing, which I think turned out pretty good. So we just added a little bit of detail on all the little pole things, and I guess that's where we're at right now. So now I want to add that weird tube thing that like goes across the two sides. There's like a cone this way and a cone this way, and then it like joins together. We're gonna make that somehow. Let's do it. We'll just search up cone right there, and I have no idea how to do this. And actually, I think I know how to do it now. So now we're just gonna grab one of the pole things. What are they called? Spheres, cylinders, I mean. And then we're just gonna put a cylinder in the middle, and this will make it look a lot better. I think this is close enough to the actual thing that we're just gonna keep it and continue with this factory. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna continue. And now in the back, there is a super tall building like this, so I guess we'll build that. And there are like little indents, so we are just gonna make this by parts. And now let's fill this in so it's not just nothing in the background like this. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. And then there's like a weird fence thing right here, so let's build something here. Okay guys, this factory is actually starting to look very cool. And then it closes off like this, and there's a little round part, and then one of those little factory poles sticking from the back. So let's build the little round part and that pole. I think we're just gonna have to make it ourselves. These arches aren't too hard to make though, so let's just make an arch. So there's a big box right here, there's a big cylinder right here, and then there's two weird cylinders that extend back, and then a couple poles on those. So let's build this right side because it's not symmetrical, so let's just build the right side, and then we'll start doing some of the back. And for some reason there's these weird triangles in the back. Wait, I think right here you see it better. There's two weird triangles, so let's make that first. The sun came up while I was looking at the pictures, so we're gonna add another day to our counter. Okay, now let's add these weird triangle things. So if I search up triangle, will it come up? Nope. Oh, there's one right here. Perfect. There's one that comes about right here, and it's pretty wide too, so we'll make it pretty wide right there. And then there's another one right behind it like this, I think. And then there's the big box right here, so let's make the big box. So maybe we'll just delete this triangle and just have this triangle right here sticking out like right there. I don't know how big it is, but we're just gonna make it a perfect box right here. And there are like windows on it, so we'll make little squares on here that look like windows. And there's 3 squares right here as well. There's one in this little crevice right here like that, another one in the crevice like that, and then one in the middle. And we should probably make a roof for this box before we start doing the other stuff. Just like this, we'll make it a little taller so it has some detail. Okay, now it's time for that one big cylinder, the chunky cylinder. So a wall right there, and then the cylinder is gonna be right above that wall. So let's go around, go up the terrain, go over here. So we're gonna build this, and then we're gonna do a little thinner one inside. And this is more of an indent. It's not gonna go thinner forever. And then we're gonna grab the thicker one and put it right on top like this. And this right here is just gonna go flat out, so we're just gonna make like a primitive here that just goes flat, and it's basically just just a roof. All right, now it's time to make those 2 big cylinders right there. And then this one also has some kind of indent, so we're gonna make that too. Why does it feel like the night is way longer than the day? I feel like it's always night and it's never day, but it finally is day. So 76. So now we're gonna finish this off, and then we're gonna make some super tall cone factory emitter smoke things. If someone can type that into the chat, that would be great. Now we can add the 3 poles on each side. There's 3 guys. There's 1, 2, 3, and then on this side 1, 2, 3. I think I know how to make these well. I've made a factory before in my Candy Kingdom, so I have some kind of experience making these things. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, just like that. Kind of. Wait, actually that looks pretty cool. And then we're gonna add another little cylinder piece at the top here, and this is how each of those little pole things should look by when we're done with this. Okay, it is nighttime again, and it feels like it's been nighttime forever, but the moon is not even halfway up, and it looks like there's some kind of building back here. The thing is, you can't really see it in the pictures because it's just kind of covered up back there. And also this right here, we probably should cover that up too, so we're gonna make this thinner and just cover this up right here. Oh, I totally forgot there's 1, 2, 3 of these things right here. Oh, and I totally forgot there's the middle one too, the gigantic middle one that we have to build. So for these are a little different. They have like a square base, and then they have all the stuff that we built before. Okay guys, here's one of the 3 of these factory things. We have to make that 3 times. Okay, we added all 3 of these things. I totally forgot about this cone thing right here, so let's make that. And then there's just like a little box before we make the cone, and then a 3rd box right before we make the cone. Okay, now we can make the cone. So we're gonna grab just a sphere to have a little middle point here, and then we're gonna just use normal primitives to make this cone somehow. The snapping, probably 22.5. Nope. 45.5, just 45. And then we'll just make the same thing but in a little bit, so then there's not just like weird gaps right here. So we're gonna do that same thing and go in a little more. And I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm not. I'm also gonna place a primitive right here so then I don't fall down to the bottom every single time I do this. And it's gonna be about right here, and it should end up about here. So now we're just gonna grab little primitives and make a ton of primitives to gather to there. Okay, now let's see what this looks like after doing all of this work. Whoa, yes, this is perfect. And there's one last thing I have to do for the outside, specifically the 3 factory cone thingies on the 2 sides. The only problem is my money is going down so fast that we might have to take a little break. And the sun is coming up. Finally, now we're gonna start painting this thing. Luckily, painting doesn't cost money in this game, so we can start painting. Oh, and I forgot to add a day. We're on day 78. Oh my goodness, there's so many primitives we have to paint right here. Okay, the sun is coming up. It's a brand new day, and I'm going to be showing you exactly what the factory looks like painted. In 3, 2, 1... here it is. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Guys, this looks so good. Look at that factory. All right, so the very last thing we have to do is build 3 whole things. You know what I mean. You know what? I'm probably gonna go on Google and search up what they're called because I have no idea. I think they're called smokestacks. So there's 3 very thick smokestacks that I'm gonna build right here. So I'm just gonna build a building over here, those 3, and then 2 more on that right side, and then we're done with the entire outside of this factory. Okay, so I finished this. I finished these 3 things right here, which look pretty cool. And yeah, I thought they were a lot more forward, but they're apparently not that much forward. And this does look really plain, so we might add this little border right here. Oh my gosh, what is happening? And also, I think I'm gonna extend the fence until like the very end and then make it go up all the way to here, so then it's kind of more closed in and looks a little more normal. Okay, day 82, and here's the reveal of the finished outside of this place. I did change the color of the fence, so here it is. Here's the finished outside of my chocolate factory, and it looks literally insane. This looks so good. And now I guess let's go work on the inside and make it super good. Also, I found this video right here, and it shows what it looks like right as you enter the factory. So I think I'm gonna make just some kind of hallway and some lights up here in this archway with the red carpet. So I'm just gonna make it maybe a couple feet long. Like, it'll be from here all the way to like right, oh my gosh, I got myself stuck. It'll be all the way to about right here is that red carpet thing, and then right here it will be open, and it's the whole factory. And I also totally forgot that there's smoke coming out of these things, so some of them will have smoke coming out of them. I'm gonna build that really quick right now. Okay, now you can see the smoke. It looks actually pretty good. It did add some details, so I'm glad I added it. But now after the red carpet, we're gonna actually, I think, probably add smoke to this because I don't want you to be able to see the candy from the very front here. All right, so I've been building this little thing for a little bit now, and I mean, this is kind of what I want this place to look like. It's just gonna have this grass texture, and it's gonna have this chocolatey, rocky texture, and I probably should have made that thicker, shouldn't I have? The sun is coming up again, but I finished the second arch. I am going to fix this a little bit. It's gonna be cleaner than this, but I did finish like most of the arch. I just need to like make this look good. The chocolate waterfall is supposed to be like right here, so we're gonna have to make a chocolate waterfall right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna fix this up and make it look very cool, and then we'll just see you when I'm done with this. Okay, I finished this thing and it's still daytime somehow, which is weird because it took me a bit, but I also am going to start just making the hills. All right, it is morning again, and I finished a lot of this. Look at this. I do still have to make some of the chocolate stuff under here, but I made it for this right here, and it looks so good. Look, this right here is going to be smoothed out later. This station for the ride is going to be just right here, so you're going to come here, come down, and this is the station right here. Then you're going to get on the ride right here. This is going to probably be a log ride, I think, and you're going to get on, and it's going to go this way. The river's going to go all the way around here, and the waterfall's going to be right here, so you're just going to go right next to the waterfall. The river's going to go this way, and there's going to be a door right here. It's gonna be something like this. There's like potions and stuff, just like the factory part of it. I think I'm gonna make something like that in the area right here. So the ride is gonna go inside of that area. It's gonna be all of this. It's gonna go around all of this. This is all gonna be the area, and then it's gonna go back out into this main area. Under this little bridge, go this way. It's gonna go this way, and then connect back to the ride. So that's the whole ride. Okay, so only 10 days left, and the morning is coming. Don't worry. If you walk in, you can tell this is Willy Wonka. The only thing we need is candy, but there is still a couple things. The hills right here need to be made, and hills right here need to be made, but we already made all of the entrance hills. Look at this. It looks pretty nice because it looks super smooth. Now I just gotta make what I made here, over here one more time, and over here one more time, and then it's just candy and waterfall. The sun is coming up again, and I did finish the last thing right here. I made a little round at the end. I don't know why. Now I'm just gonna add the candy, which is probably the part you guys want to watch me do. So let's add some candy. And in the original one, there's lollipops, which I'm definitely gonna build a lot of lollipops. Oh, and even right here, there's like a tree, and then there's just lollipops coming out of the tree. Maybe we'll start with that. This tree, I'm gonna make it super random. It's just gonna go in all directions because that's what it looks like in the movie, so might as well do that. Okay, so here is the tree. I am gonna paint it like pink, I think, and then we'll just make some lollipops maybe sticking out of the branches like this right here, and we'll make them like 2 or 3 different colors so it's not just one boring color. And then a super tiny one right there. We're gonna make another one of those trees like maybe over here in this area, but we'll make them different colors so it's not all one boring color. All right, so I did make another tree kind of like this, but I made it like a peppermint tree because it looked cool. I think I'm gonna make another peppermint tree right here. All right, now let's try to make a mushroom. Now that I made that tree over there, we're gonna try to make a tiny mushroom just right here. Also, I don't know if I told you guys, but I added some smoke here, and I know it doesn't look like it covers a ton. If you look from all the way out here, you literally can't see a single thing past that door because of the smoke. So I think we're gonna keep the smoke. Let's just grab this pole right here and just make it super thin and tiny, and then let's try to make a little mushroom right here, and let's just make this like a lightish blue color like this. Let's just make like a little batch of these right here. They're probably not called batches, but I don't care. And different sizes too, so like smaller ones like this, and then maybe like a bigger one right here like that. We'll have one little group here of like super tiny ones. Now we're gonna make one more over there. Maybe these will be a little bigger than usual, so we'll make some bigger mushrooms. Only like 5 days left. We have to hurry making all these things, because also we have to make the ride and the little potion area over there, so we gotta really hurry. Okay, we finished the mushrooms. Now let's make some lollipops, and we gotta make big mushrooms too. Let's put the candy canes in the river. Just a ton of candy canes, but another one will be about right here, and there are literally the most random things just sticking out of the ground here. So maybe let's grab some spheres and then just make them stick out of the ground the most randomly ever. I feel like these wouldn't look the worst. I don't think we're gonna make a lot of them though, because they don't even look that good. They look decent. So let's make one more right here, and then we'll move on to the lollipops, and then I think after the lollipops we're like done. Okay, now I'm debating whether or not this cobblestone looks looks good. I feel like it does, but maybe Pebble would look a little bit better. I think we'll do Pebble, actually. Less than 5 days left. After the lollipops, let's just go ahead and make the waterfall, because I think that's all we have left to do in this area, and then we have the potion area. Oh my gosh, that is way too big of a lollipop. Let's make it like that big. We're gonna make a couple more of these lollipops. Maybe we'll make another one close to this one, so like right here. Okay, guys, it's time to build the waterfall. I think for now, we are just gonna keep it at this. There is a lot of stuff around here. There's a couple trees, a lot of candy canes, a lot of these random dots on the floor, which look pretty good. And then there's all the mushrooms and lollipops. I think I already said lollipops, but lollipops. The sun is about to come up again, and I'm gonna start making this waterfall now. It just comes out of like nowhere. Like there's literally comes out of like the roof. All right, so let's go all the way to, I think, just like right at the edge of this right here, and it's 3 wide, so we're gonna go 3 wide. And now we can grab the one emitter and just kind of spam it down. Okay, wait, that actually looks pretty good. I think that's what we're gonna do for this waterfall. And now we just gotta do a little bit of smoke down here so it looks like it's splashing. Okay, now if we have the water, I think that's good. And we're just gonna continue to make the walls. So a wall here, a wall here, and then I think right here it'll turn. A wall here, a wall here, and then we're gonna turn again. Okay, guys, so I made the roof and everything. There are 2 openings right here because I do need to make this still like this area. But other than that, we're done with this thing. So all we have to do is make some lighting, and I think the lighting is gonna be like this. It's gonna be this like orangey, yellowy light. This is how it looks like in the movie, and it is like a yellowy light right here. All right, let's grab another one and put it here. Let's just kind of spam them around. And now let's put another layer of these spotlights over here. Whoa, this actually does look really cool. Now the only problem is it's shining too much on the ceiling and not enough on the bottom, so I'm just gonna like rotate them just a little bit and see if it fixes the problem. Oh, it is fixing the problem. Okay, I think I'm happy with the lighting. It looks really, really cool. Oh no, the sun is rising. That means we only have 2 days left to build this one little area in there and then make the ride, actually. Okay, here we go. We're gonna clear all this out and start making the little lab. So let's just start making this. We're gonna just start with some poles and stuff that look like they are useful. Okay, and so as you see this ball right there, we're gonna try to make a glowing ball. Maybe we could do a light orb, actually. Yes. And these will just make metal and just like a gray like this. Maybe we'll just add some random light orbs that like flash right here. That would be kind of cool. And maybe this whole thing could be like pulsing. That would be cool. Now we're just gonna continue to make these little pole things everywhere, and then I think we're done with this area. Now we can just build the ride. And now maybe let's just add a couple like smoke things, and then we'll be done with this area. So maybe we'll add smoke to this weird machine that's flashing, and it is on grid perfectly here. So let's do this. Okay, and now let's just go around here, just kind of going around. I'm just gonna go next to the waterfall there, crash into some candy canes. I will fix that later, but around this area, under this little thing. Then right here, it's going to connect back to the station, and it doesn't let me do that. Dang it. The sun has risen, which means we are on day 100. I'm going to count this day, though. So let's go through day 100, and I think we'll be able to make the signs and finish the ride for day 100. Okay, what we're going to do is actually remove the entire ride and then restart it. Instead, start the station lower, and then it's going to start turning. And then meet back up the station. Yes, it actually works this time. And then maybe a little extra grass to get to the actual ride. And now that we finished this entire inside, we have to cover up this entire gray, very ugly looking thing. Now we do need to cover up this very last roof, and then we're done with the roofs. There's the sun for the last day. So now it's all actually covered up except that one tiny piece right there. Okay, now it's all covered up. Let's go inside. Let's do a little tour of it. So we go in and look at this area. We didn't get to do the signs, but if I really want to, maybe I'll do that some other time. That's gonna be it for this entire challenge. If you want a POV of all that I built, then comment down below that you want a POV. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this entire challenge, and I definitely enjoyed making all of these things. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to go subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.